And I am back. Like I never left. Once again, now I'm out in nature. A little bit of nature. Isn't that nice? Look at this. Look at this little pond they got. See that? Oh, I just did something to the lighting. Beautiful out here. The sun is hitting today. So, yesterday I posted a video telling you all that I'm back. And today I wanted to talk about what it is I'm back with. The shadows from the sun is well, from my hat. But I like my hat, so I don't know. But yeah, today I'm back to tell you about what I've been doing and the energy work element to it, because that is the thing that has really changed my life in a very meaningful way. And instead of like, I think I might work backwards, because lots of things that happened, lots of things that I experienced. Oh, I hear ducks. Lots of things that I experienced. I feel like this part is the culmination of that to a degree. Like maybe this past year, well, 2024, not 2025, because that's where we at now. But yeah, I just want to. I think things kind of happen in a certain order in your life, although you may not realize it, to get you to a certain place so that you're ready and open and prepared for the new things. I'm not digging the shadows. I might take my hat off. I'm not digging the shadows, man. I might rearrange. I think I'm gonna rearrange. Huh? I think I'm gonna rearrange it a little bit. Yeah. I just wasn't digging the shadows. Can I put my hat back on? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's a certain order of events, and I think it's better to just go ahead and just kind of get into it. So the thing that's been so magical for me has been learning about manipulating energy, and I talked a little bit about it yesterday. But everything is made of energy. We are made of energy. You know, everything's made of matter. Matter's all atoms, and it's all energy. When you look at the smallest microscope, and see ain't nothing but energy in there. There's like empty space, and it's held together by energy, and it's energy that we can manipulate, that we can use to our advantage to help achieve certain goals. And one of the beautiful things has been learning that in a more real way. Yeah, in a more real way. The children over there playing. Yeah, learn that in a more real way, and then applying it. One of the things has been, for me, it's just like sleep has been really difficult for the last almost 2 decades, and dealing with my health. I've had health struggles and health challenges, and all these little things, and it's just you kind of think like, where does this stuff, from where does it stem? What's the root cause of it? And then you find out that these things may not even be from your current lifetime, your current incarnation. They could be things, traumas that you experienced 10, 15, 20 lifetimes ago, which I know may sound a little far-fetched to to some people. Oh, they're fishing. Okay. I didn't know there was fish in this little river right here. That may sound far-fetched to some of you all, but I think it's time we start opening our minds and realizing that life it's different than how it was presented to us. It's especially if you grew up in the Western countries, it's different than how it was presented to us. And that's okay, because now we're learning, and now we can do something different. We can make different choices. We can take advantage of the information, of the knowledge that we're learning. So, like I said, there's a lot of different things, but the thing that I learned was dowsing, and using dowsing to achieve certain goals. So the funny thing is, when you think about dowsing, when I learned about dowsing years ago, years and years ago, you, I learned that, oh, you use dowsing to find water. That's what they used it for. Water dowsers, water witchers. That's what they call them. You know, if they're using these little sticks. Where's some sticks at? They're using these little sticks, and they're finding water. Right? That's what they would use it for. And I was like, okay, that's really neat. And I'm thinking, how does that work? How does that work? It's really fascinating. Oh, they got a whole family of fishers. That's cool. How does that stuff work? And because it's kind of magical when you think about it. It's kind of magical. So, how does that stuff work? And then the way I learned it is kind of like dowsing is mother's intuition with a device to check your work, or something to that effect. it's just, it's just it's like, already what the answer is to the question that you're asking. You just don't consciously know. You don't realize that you know. And dowsing is a tool that you use to get the confirmation. And it's really neat how that works. So people used it to, find water, and that was kind of it. But did you know that you could use dowsing for, I'm just going to say, an innumerable amount of things, possibly infinite in its capacity for manipulating energy to your benefit and to the benefit of those around you? There are so many different things that you can do with it, and this is what I've started to build my business on, because I got the confirmation that this is how I can make my impact, and I'm built for it energetically. There's the desire there. I've always wanted to help people, like I've said, but also looking at, you could say, astrology. Uh, I got a confirmation about like some Mayan astrology thing that was extremely interesting, and just kind of how my energy is set up and how it works, and how it's just like, yeah, anybody can learn this stuff, but then there's people that are meant for it. And I was like, okay, wow, that's really neat. I mean, I had no idea. There was just a desire in me that's been in there for a long time, and I took to it. So the dowsing, okay? I'm not using it to find water. Look, there's what, boom, boom, found it. I found it. I found the water already. Okay, so we don't need to find water. I already found it. But I use it to do other things, other cool things, like soul retrieval. Did you know that you can have portions of your soul not in your body, and that play a significant role in your energy? And when I say energy, you could think of energy as your ability to do good. So the more energy that you have, the more good that you can do in the world and for yourself. Because when your energy is low or non-existent, then you're flirting with, the end, and that sort of thing. But your energy is your ability to do good, which is the definition that I really like, because that's all I wanted to do, was just, help people do good. So I was like, okay, cool. And then, and you can measure it. You can measure your energy, and you can see kind of a numeric value of where your energy stands. And the thing is, having high energy, having really high energy, never hurt anybody. It's good to have high energy because you can do more good, and that sort of thing with it. But having low energy is detrimental, and you can also use it as a measure for kind of where someone is in their journey, and how well they're doing, maybe even with their health. There's a spider web that just attached to my camera. It's just floating around. Where is it even? It just floated out of nowhere. See, spider webs are always trying to get me. I went hiking one time years ago, and there's like 6 meters of space on either side, and somehow I still walk into a spider web. It was funny, but so anyway. So yeah, that your energy, your ability to do good, and having high energy never hurt, but having low energy definitely does. And when I first, because I was kind of going through it early 2024, I was going through it for a while, and my energy was super low. Now, of course, at the time, I didn't know exactly how all the things went, but I learned. I was like, my energy is low, and and I think if it wasn't for the way that I lived my life, doing health practices and eating a certain diet, and I've spent years uplifting myself and affirming myself, and all these things. I think if I hadn't spent the time doing that like I have been, it would have been much lower. But I was kind of struggling. I was like barely holding on. So, but I learned this. I learned how to change it and how to energize myself, and my energy started coming up. And then I started having these miraculous happenings, and that was really cool because it changed things for me. Now, there's stuff that happened before then, and things that I'll get into later. Maybe on the blog. I got a blog. I haven't started it yet, but matter of fact, I need to start my blog. Cause I'm just like, there's just things. There's a bunch of, like I said, there's a bunch of new things that I'm gonna be doing. Maybe getting out in nature more. Things that I'll share with Dowsing, taking care of nature. That's the other really neat thing about this, is that I've sent energy to nature, and there's been a noticeable effect on nature. Let's say water specifically. Everything has a spirit. There's nature spirits. I think some people call them maybe not fairies. Well, yeah, nature fairies. But some people connect with those energies, like being out in nature and stuff. And when you intentionally go out and say, I want to do something that will aid nature, because obviously we live in a world where there's so much industrialization and pollution and all these things, and it negatively impacts nature. But the nature that affects all of us, we're a part of nature. So Mother Earth is mother to us all. Hold on, let me get this spider web. There we go. No. Mother Earth is nature, is mother to us all, and like we exist on this planet, and we should be able to coexist in this symbiotic relationship. But it's more detrimental to her, and it shouldn't be. We should do more to take care of the earth, and this is part of what I'm making my work. And when I get everything set up, just to go around and do energy work in nature, and then to have vlogs and blogs about it, and all that kind of stuff, because I want to live in a better world for our children collectively. So when that next generation grows up, maybe we can leave it better than the way we found it. And it all starts with one person, you know, and then that one person turns to 10, and that turns to 1,000, and next thing you know is there's this systemic uh, change that's positively impacting everybody. So it's one of those things. So so back to dowsing. Let's get back to dowsing, although that's still related. But one of the cool things was that I learned that you can energize things. You can energize, people, nature, water. I energized the reservoirs that my city uses to, for drinking water and bathing water. And oh yeah, by the way, I moved back to Texas. I'm not in Arizona anymore. I moved back to Texas. But who knows? Next week I could be in Thailand or Egypt. Probably not. But but I moved back to Texas. And so I decided to energize the water in that my city gets that uses for drinking and bathing and stuff. And it affects a few other cities in the surrounding area. And I just tested it. I just tested it just to see like what kind of impact can I make. And it was so cool because it's a whole process of removing, negative energy and entities and, and the particulates that poison or contaminate the water. You can use your energy to actually, again, heal nature, help nature. Because the thing is, everybody needs water. Animals, plants, insects, human beings, everything needs water. It's just, so it's foolish to contaminate it and to make it so we got to do all these crazy things to make it potable so we can drink it and bathe it, all this stuff. But believe it or not, you can actually do this stuff with your energy manipulation, because everything is energy. And this is what I learned. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I did it. And the results were astounding to me. So, and it's that kind of stuff, it's that kind of stuff where, maybe you have allergies to, do you have any fruit allergies, any food allergies? Do you want to get rid of them? I can get rid of them for you if you like. Isn't that cool? I find that it's like I swell up with energy thinking about that. Like the quality of life improvements. Like what could that do for you if all of a sudden you're no longer allergic to cats? What if you love cats but you're allergic? What if you can just get rid of that? What if you like strawberries, or you would like to taste some strawberries but you can't because you're allergic? What if, think of any allergy, but and it's just like, this is the kind of stuff, right, that can happen. And I know that it might sound kind of crazy, like how could you do that? Because everything is energy and I manipulate energy. And I think that's really cool. So there's a lot of stuff, and I'm just kind of like, I wanted to share it because this is what I do now. This is what I do, and I'm building something here. Okay, I'm building something, and I want you all to know it and kind of get familiar with it, with me in it, and and this is why I said, when I do my lives. I think I'm gonna do my live on Friday, and you can come in, you can pull up, and we can see what you got going on, right? We can see what you got going on. I can douse it, and let's start healing. Let's start sharing the good energy. Let's start being intentional about growing and being better and overcoming and really just getting rid of our past and start looking towards our future from this present moment with intention and passion and intensity. You know that everything's going to be okay. This the energy I'm on in 2025. I've been on this energy, but now I have a way to share it. Now I have a way to, put it out there, and just to see what happens, see what comes back, see what comes up. So so that's pretty much it for this one. Just a quick, relatively quick, like 20 minutes. Just want to give a quick explanation and and again, let's say it's gonna be videos every day, either recorded or live. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when we start, manipulating our energy and getting certain results. And I think that when you see your life begin to change and open up, it'll be much brighter. It won't feel so dark to you. Because I tell you, for me, when I start doing these processes that I created on myself, it's been such a joy to be able to wake up in the morning time and feel rested. And I know that you might hear that and think it's a small thing, but to wake up in the morning and to feel rested and go to the gym and just, I'm good. It's 8 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up an hour before my alarm and I'm, okay, all right, cool, let's go. You know how many years I spent not going to sleep until 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m.? I'm not lying. Like countless sleepless nights, countless. Like, this has changed everything for me. So anyway, that's gonna be it. I just, a little bit, but like I said, I got blogs coming out. I have vlogs coming out. I guess technically this could be a vlog, but that's more informational sharing. Got a website, so this stuff is happening, but we get live in 25, okay? We live in 2025, baby. This nature is pretty out here. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. Until the next video, I'm Johnny Jupiter, and remember, there is no outro. Okay.